Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video for Domain Zoo. Starting off with our deck tech here, we've got the same 60 that I've been using for the past few uh, weeks. We still have the 2 Remans and Dramoka's Command in the flex slots. And then the sideboard, we've got a lot of typical cards. I am still testing Prismatic Ending in that kind of last slot. I've still got my Graveyard Hate, I've got some Enchantment Artifact Hate, I've got some Counter Magic, Veil of Summer, Dramoka's Command, the second one on the sideboard. We still have Gigantha as our companion, and then Hidetsugu consumes all. So I'm going to take us through a typical MTGO league. If you like this sort of content, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment what you think below, and enjoy the video. Okay, starting off with round 1. Looks like I'll be on the play. This is a one-lander, so I'm going to have to mulligan this. Okay, this is better, so we're going to keep this. Might bottom a Tribal Flames here. Although we do have a lot of interaction, I think I'm going to bottom the Tribal Flames. So we're going to play our Nakatl turn 1. Okay. Artifacts. Okay. So we'll just stick with our plan. We have a lot of early removal, but I want to get Threat on board first. So Binding is obviously very good in this matchup. Stubby D, not so great, but maybe I can stub a larger artifact or something later in the game. We're just going to grab our Breeding Pool so we can get 4 types by turn 2, cast all our spells, and then we're going to play our Nakatl. So we'll see how much they go off on the second turn here. They'll probably go Urza Saga and then a bunch of 0 and 1 drops. We'll see. Okay, no Saga. That's a good sign for me. Cranial Plating. That'll probably get binded. Gotta play some 0 drops, I assume. Yep, there's his Ornithopter. Okay, so we'll Shotgun our Sacred Foundry. Now, I could also bolt his Ornithopter and hold up Stubby D. I don't know that it's great, though, but it will keep the number of artifacts he has down. Binding will also do that. But next turn, I can potentially cast Binding for 1. I think I'm going to try that. I think I'm just going to keep the number of threats down. Bolting an Ornithopter, maybe this isn't the right play, but I'm going to go for it. He's got 3 artifacts down. 4 artifacts. Okay. And this ended up working out very well. Still not sure if that was the right play. Obviously, it worked out well here. He doesn't really have anything. Okay, he's got another Ornithopter. Okay, get another Nakatl, so that's very good. We'll just attack in. So now what we'll do is... So we're going to play our Nakatl. I could shock in my Overgrown Tomb to do it. If I want to keep up Bolt and Binding. Oh, sorry, I can't keep up Bolt and Binding, shocking that in. So we will play our Nakatl. Now, I could bind here, the Cranial Plating now, again, trying to keep the number of artifacts down. I could also bolt the Ornithopter. I think I might just bind now. You could say that maybe this isn't smart doing this at this time. But again, I'm trying to. He's an artifact affinity deck, so I'm trying to limit his number of artifacts at all costs. Get a Sabai Triumph. So I don't want him to get that artifact count up anymore. But we'll just take the cranial plating. I could also bolt here, bolt the Ornithopter, but I think I'm going to save that for face. Okay, so now he's still at 4 artifacts, so doesn't really have anything. Hopefully he just bricks. He obviously could still have another threat. I'm trying to play, in this matchup, I'm playing more of a control kind of game to slow him down. Okay. Pretty good. Thoughtcast. So we'll see if he drew any action. Looks like he probably did. Okay, Nettle Cyst is also a problem. Now I should have regrets about using the binding when I did. Okay, well. I think I'm just going to attack into it and then bolt it. Maybe he just takes it. Thinking about it. Yeah, I think I should. Well, I don't know if I could save the binding. He had the good top deck there. So I think I'm just going to bolt the Germ token. Not great because he can still equip it. We're just going to grab Gigantha here. Yeah, I don't know if I love that sequence. I think you could argue I could have just held up binding for longer and wait till he tried to equip to something. And then like kind of blew him out there. I think he would have just equipped it to his Ornithopter. So I'm not sure. I tried to fizzle him, but he ended up having 2 card draw spells, so what can you do? He should be equipping here, I'm assuming. So we'll see if I can draw another binding or another big threat. Got 2 cards in hand. Okay, that's not what I want to see. You know, it wasn't great. I didn't have a ton of pressure on just with 2 Nicodles. It would have been nicer to see some bigger threats. Because like now it's turn 5, and like normally my deck can kill by turn 4, but I just haven't been able to do enough damage to him. Yeah, now he's got an 8-10 flyer, and he's got cranial plating. So at 9-11. So now I'm kind of screwed. I'm on a 1-turn clock unless I can draw another binding. So maybe I should have just killed his. That doesn't help me. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I sequenced that well. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just let him equip and tap out for that. But I usually play this like I want to just limit the number of artifacts he has. It's just that he had the. It's hard to do. Okay, so Reman's obviously bad. Stub is fine because of their card draw spells. Dromoka's Command, we'll bring the second one. We could bring in Wear Tear, but 2 mana to kill their artifacts when they have so many isn't amazing. Obviously Hitotsugu needs to come in. So we're going to trim on our 2 drops like we normally would when we bring in Hitotsugu. Or sorry, trim on our 1 drops. And now we've got... I guess we'll just bring in the Wear Tears. Again, more enchantment, artifact hate. And we got 1 more slot. Teferi could be good to bounce things. Urza Saga. I have so much Urza Saga hate in here right now. I think I'll just do Prismatic Ending. Just another piece of removal. Maybe it's not the best, but it can, in a pinch, it can get rid of some of those pesky artifacts. I'm not sure. Okay, this time I'm on the play. This hand's a little better. I got Ragavan into Kabu, so I'm going to keep this. Got some removal as well. Okay, so here we're going to go Steam Vents to play a Ragavan turn 1. And then we're going to go Kabu turn 2. And we might even bolt, if he plays something like an Ornithopter or Memnite, we might even bolt that just so I can connect with Ragavan, still play Kabu, and then I'll be very far ahead. But I also could just swing in with Ragavan. It depends if it's a Memnite or an Ornithopter. But I could also swing in and just try to kill his Ornithopter. And then play Kabu and save the bolt. We'll see. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Tap land, go. So if he's got a 0-drop, he's almost certainly going to play it here. Unless he wants Ragavan just run away with the game. Yep, he's got a Memnite. So I'm going to bolt the Memnite. I'm not trading Ragavan for Memnite. So we're going to shock this in. We're going to bolt the Memnite. Okay, we're going to connect with Ragavan. And then we'll play Kabu. Memnite. Frogmite. Let's hope for a third land just so we can play Scion next turn. And get my Kabu to 5/5. That'd be very good. Land for Scion. Don't know why you'd be thinking about attacking here. I was going to stay back and try to block either Ragavan or Kabu, but I would really love to get a land for Scion, and then I can have first strike and trample. Okay, we do get a land, but we don't get the land I wanted, so maybe I should have been more specific. I could bind. I don't think binding Gingerbrute makes sense here. I feel like I need to save my binding for something else. On the other hand, I could travel flames to Gingerbrute, which doesn't seem great either. I could just swing with Kabu, and he might just chump. I could swing with Kabu and loot away Breeding Pool. I think I might just offer the trade with Ragavan. It seems stupid, but again, I'm trying to keep the number of artifacts he has down. I'm going to loot away this land. Okay, Dramoka's command is good. In fact, it's good enough that we will just do this. So, oh no, I can't double spell. Okay, never mind. I could still bind the Gingerbrute. I don't think that's great though. I don't know if trading Ragavan is the right call here, but I'm gonna make him think about it at least. Okay. Not a whole lot I can play here, so I'll just hold up binding. Yeah, maybe now I'm thinking about maybe I should just use my binding, but I really want to save it for a juicier target here. Dramoka's command. Unfortunately, this is just the reality of how the shocks I had in hand. I had to do what I had to do, so I couldn't do Dramoka's. I was hoping I would be able to cast Dramoka's so that I could make my I could wait. I could make my Ragavan 2/3/2 and have him fight the Gingerbrute. So like that's something that's an example of what I'm in a bind. So pretty easy decision here. Another land. Not a land, but is a threat. Do I want to loot away something here? Could loot away the Dramoka's command. It's a good card in this matchup, but I might loot it away. I really need another land or something. I can't even cast it right now. I think I'm gonna loot away the Dramokas. If I don't get anything good, then I'll just play Brawler. Like, it works against Urza Saga, but we're so late in the game that I don't care that much about Urza Saga. Okay, that's exactly what I needed, actually. So, do I play Brawler or Scion? Usually has a hard time with flyers. I think we'll just get Scion in play here. Brawler would present lethal, but I also have Tribal Flames for lethal. So I just need like one of these guys to connect, basically. I guess he doesn't really take damage from his lands, though, so I'm not sure. I just don't want him to be able to block, but maybe you could argue that I should have played Brawler there, because then if one of them connects... Okay, that's annoying. But again, not flying, but that is flying. If he just had a bunch of 0 drops he's been saving? No. Okay, that's also annoying, also a flyer. Yeah, it's still not big enough to kill me, though. I do have Stubby D. I think what I would want to loot away here, though. Get Stubby D that useful. Let's think. If I attack, see, I still can't double spell, so I can get him to 1. But he'll probably block. Let's just attack with everything first. I think I want to keep Stub in hand. Maybe get rid of the Brawler. I don't know that the third creature makes that much of a difference here. It's just close. Hand's pretty good. Like, I could just play... I think I'm gonna keep my hand. I like my hand. I think I just want to play Brawler, hold up Stub. He might just let it through and die. Okay. Well, he's gonna just die anyway, I guess. I'm not sure why he did that to go within bolt range. Okay, that was pretty good. I didn't actually need any of my sideboard cards, so that's always good to get a win like that. Now he doesn't know that they're there. Do I really want Prismatic Ending? Like, I don't know, they like paying 1 mana to kill like a Memnite or something. I guess I can exile a Germ token. I don't know that's all that good though. I mean, Teferi could be better if he's got Patchwork though. I'll keep ending in. I'm not sure if that's exactly the right move. Yeah, this hand's good. Got that hit at Tsugu. So of course the question is like, do I want to shock to... Let's see what I draw. Do I want to shock to play a Nakatl turn 1? Or do I want to just wait to play Kavu turn 2? I think I'll see what my opponent does. still will need a third land for Hidetsugu. Obviously, eating my own Nikado isn't great, but it's good to apply some pressure. Okay, don't get the third land yet. I think I'm just gonna apply some pressure. Got enough 2-drops that I don't necessarily need Hidetsugu, but if he's just gonna do nothing, then I'm gonna get a 3/3 on the board, start swinging. Yeah, that's big. Basic island. Don't know what he's holding up right now, but gonna play a threat into it. Like I'm trying to think of what he would have kept. What gotcha cards that Artifact of Me could bring in. I mean, you could just have like a Spell Pierce or something. Like I don't know what hand you keep that doesn't have this. You must have like that spell that fill your artifact. Fill your hand with card spell. So there's an argument here to just hold up Kabu to hold up WD because he's clearly like holding out for that spell to bail him out. But or do I just play Kabu? I probably just want to play another threat on board and let him do whatever he's going to do because I have Binding, I have Hidetsugu, so I think we're just going to do this. Do you have Dismember maybe? Could be it. He taps out for Dismember, I could stub it, but I might just let him Dismember my Nikado and then just play my Kabu. Okay. Could still have Dismember. He's got it. Nope. Okay, I'm a little confused about the start. I'm assuming he's got that, whatever it's called, the Brothers War card that lets you draw a bunch of artifacts. Nope. Springleaf Drum. Okay. Gotta have something. Some payoff. Ornithopter. Now he can start to go off. Knight. Oh man. Give me a land for Hidetsugu. Yep. Yeah, really give me a land for Hidetsugu. Although I do a binding for analysis too, so yeah, that is a land for Hidetsugu. So we will play this. We will bind the Nettlesis. Binding, very strong card. And then we can hold up Stub. And swing in for 8. And then next turn we can potentially wipe the board if we need to. I don't think we loot away anything. I think this hand's pretty good. You could say maybe I don't need like Brawler. But I think I'll just keep what I have in hand. I have a Stub to protect me from any other like scary artifacts. Another Nettlecyst or a Cranial Plating. Not sure what my opponent's thinking about, other than just like they're really pissed off. I've had this every game. Okay. Be taking that, and then I'll swing in. See if he tries to chump the Kabu. Exile card, nothing to exile. Just gonna take 8 here. He's just taking 8 to keep his artifact count high. Must be it. only got one card in hand, so the spell, I'm just gonna bind it. I'm gonna stubby D it. If not, then I can just play Scion next turn and then swing with everything. I don't even need to use Hidetsugu necessarily. Okay. Yeah. Got nothing left in hand. So the question is here, do I like play the Scion and just swing through and see if he tries to block some of these things, or I just wipe his board? I probably just wipe his board. He can decide if he wants to block his Sojourner's Companion on my Kabu, and he's gonna just have to be in top deck mode. Not great. Okay, so let's see. I could swing with everything. He could try to block everyone on like 3 things on Kabu. I could just hit Etsugu him now. I'm gonna lose my Nikadal. That's not great. But if I swing with both of these, I probably lose my Nikadal too. He could potentially try to get Kavu. The other option would be to just play Scion, hold up stub, swing away. But he's got a lot of artifacts on the field, so I think I'm just gonna wipe the board. I'll just make him top deck his way out of this. I think this is the right call. He's gonna lose his drum too, so he's basically just gonna have a Sojourner's Companion on the board, and I'll just swing it with Kavu. Okay, so that was enough to get the win there. Okay, back for round 2. Looks like I'll be on the play. Okay, this hand has no threats, so I'm going to mulligan this. I want a hand with some kind of threats. This is a 1-lander, so we're going to go to 5. My opponent also mulligans to 6. Okay, this is better. We're just going to bin the Triome, and we will bin the Flooded Strand. Maybe I could have been the Foundry. Actually, no, this is fine. Save myself 1 life point. So here we're just going to get our only turn 1 play, Breeding Pool, and then Nikadal. Turn 2, we can get our Sacred Foundry, or play our Sacred Foundry, and then get our Kabu on the board. And then we're off to a pretty good start, considering we kept a 5. Okay. Okay, could be scam. That'd be sad. Yep. This isn't great because they're going to take everything in my hand. So I don't like mulliganing low against scam, but I didn't really have a choice. So I really need to top deck some removal. That is not removal. Could just fetch and get a tap land. He's going to know I didn't draw anything. I think that's fine. We're just going to get our Savai Triome here to get 5 types, and then we're going to swing in for 3. So, as it usually is with Scam, I'm just going to have to hope to top deck my way out of this. Hopefully they also kept a bad hand. And now the race is on. Watery Grave is interesting. So maybe they're on like a... I don't know what they used to be splashing blue for, but... Okay. Strong. I guess I'll wait to use it. I could play around Spell Pierce here. Although my life total does matter here. So... could shock this in, go to 10. No, I need Bolt Up. So I think they have Spell Pierce. Like, what do they be splashing blue for? I think we'll just play this tapped. Our life total matters, and then upkeep, we're going to try to bolt this. If he has another Undying effect. Nope. Still do wonder what he's using the blues for. We'll find out. Blood Moon. Season Pyro. Okay. Pretty good, because now he can potentially trade with my Nicodle. Cards a Fury and a Grief. Now he can double block and then have one token still left. W doesn't really help me that much. I think I just attack into it. Maybe he'll just chump. Yep. Just gonna grab Gigantha here, I think. I don't know if that's a smart trade, because you can say maybe he's got a land in hand and he can just, oh no, he needs 2 more turns for that. I think it's fine. Again, this game just turns into top decking. I don't think me not attacking doesn't really get anywhere. So I just want to stay aggressive. Turn this upkeep stop off. Yield through this turn. Dothy, another land. Attack me for 1. Okay, another land. So at least we can fetch a basic forest. Okay. Fetch a basic forest if I'm worried about Blood Moon, but with his mana base, I don't think I'm worried about Blood Moon. But I think I'll do it anyway, just in case. Second Dothy. Well, now I'm basically dead next turn if I don't draw into action. If I crack this fetch, I'm dead to 2 Dothys no matter what. If I don't crack this fetch, I can draw a 2-mana threat and be okay. So I think I can't crack this. See what I get here. Okay. You get a threat. So now we can wait till he attacks, bind one of the Dothys. Hope that gets us through. Really would like to draw another creature of sorts that's not a Gigantha. Okay, so we'll take care of one of the Dothys. We're still dead to Bolt, though. So we need another removal spell for the Dothy. Okay, we get one. We're just hanging on, but it's not really looking good. He's still gonna have me on a very short clock. Okay, and then we just wait till his turn. Okay, now we're dead anyway. Wish you could stub that, but it's an activated ability. Okay. Close game, scam. They did the scam thing. I had to go mold a 5. What can you do? So against Scam, we're going to bring in our Rest in Peace. I'm still confused what he's flashing blue for. Maybe like Spell Pierce? I don't know. But we're going to bring our Rest in Peace. We're going to bring in Veil of Summer. And we're going to trim on Brawler because they do play Bolt. And we might trim on a Tribal Flames as well. Could also trim on a Remand. Let's trim on a Remand. A second, or like Remand in the late game could be fine. It's just in the early game is not so useful. Trim on Tribal Flames. Still like Dromoka's command, although I don't know that this guy's playing Blood Moon, but it can still be used as removal. I think on the draw, maybe I'm more likely to go Prismatic Ending for Ragavan, but on the play, I don't think I need it. Just a little less useful. Remand or Dromoka's command. I don't know. He could bring in Blood Moon, but he seems to have kind of a greedy mana base to do it. I'll just trim the Remand. If I can get my mouse to work. Okay. Got 60 cards. Some people like to bring in Teferi. You can do that. This is usually what I do. I just bring in Rest in Peace and Veil of Summer. I'll get too crazy with it. Yeah, it's a one-lander, fortunately. This is better. Let's put back this Zagoth Triumph. So we can at least get Ragavan in play if he scams us. But we'll see if that'll be enough. If I had a Veil here, then I might just hold. But I don't have any. I just have a Bolt. So if he has the scam, he has the scam. Okay. So he's got a removal spell for Ragavan. Probably a Bolt. Yep. Now we just play our threats out. Don't really have other options. It wasn't the best hand. It's okay, but at least he didn't have the scam, so we'll see if this Brawler can get us somewhere. Of course, Brawler always also dies to Bolt, so see if he's got another Bolt. Or Fury or something. Maybe he'll just scam a Fury, which will be sad. Just realized I didn't update the standings, so we're at 1-0 now. Okay. So I guess he just had it the whole time. And then he was just waiting because he knew he had to kill Ragvan. He didn't want Ragvan to connect turn 1. I mean, that's fair. But, again, what can you do? He doesn't have another land. I'm in very good shape. He doesn't. Okay, great. So here we can just play our Foothills. Could shock it in to get Giganta, but I think I'm wary of my life total here. So I think we're just going to make it a 5-3. We're going to get a Savai Triumph. We have green. I guess Savai Triumph. Okay, so now we're going to race some more. Unfortunately, he's got a lot of cards in hand, and I've got 2 lands. I could have shocked to try to get Giganta, but I think my life total is more important here in this kind of like race. I'll get Giganta next turn. Okay, race is on. He probably has like a Terminate in his hand or something, so or a Fury. So I'm not in great shape. But again, this is just kind of like the nature of the beast. Like if they have the grief scam, then obviously it gets a lot harder if I don't have the right stuff. And they had it this game, they had it last game. Fury scam's less good because I have binding and bolt and tribal flames. But he might not have anything else. He might have gone way down on cards for this. He could have fatal push, but I don't think they play fatal push. Could have another bolt, maybe just a Ragavan or something. He's gonna still go with the race. Let's see if he has Fury. Not yet. Okay, that's helpful. So let's see if I can swing in for 5 here. So much as I want to make him waste an mana on his turn for an Undying effect, if I try and think if Gigantha is going to actually be relevant for this game. Could be. The issue is like if say I go to 9, get a Forest here, Bolt the Grief, he's got an Undying effect, then he would take Gigantha when I move it to hand. So I should Bolt first so he can't take Gigantha. So I guess we'll just do this. Probably has another Undying effect. Yep. Again, I would have liked to make him tap out for that, but you can see my hand has nothing. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have just waited for his turn and not worried about Gigantha, because that means that would be a turn he wouldn't be able to attack with Grief. I don't know if maybe I overvalue getting Gigantha here. Yeah, I think I did. Like a 2-turn. Like I think I should have just waited till his turn and not worried about Gigantha. I'm not sure. It's close. Now I'll go to 9. It's still on a 3-turn clock, but he would have been able to not attack next turn. So he wouldn't do 4 damage to me, so I would have like survived another turn. Get a Forest, I guess. Maybe a Plains, in case he has Blood Moon. I can Binding it, potentially. If I draw a Binding. Get a Plains. Okay, and then we'll grab our companion. Let me grab it. MTGO is being really slow today. Or maybe it's just my computer. Come on. Okay. I'm not sure if that was the right move. So now I'll have to shock in the Temple Garden, so I'm dead next turn. Or in 2 turns. So yeah, maybe I should have thought about it. I didn't think about this, putting it in tapped. And so not being able to attack next turn. I think I would have done it differently. Would have just left Gigantha out. Tried to ride this Brawler to victory. Yep, I mean, he had Fury anyway, so. I need a Bolt. Play this tapped, go to 1. Can't shock it in because I can't block. So if he has a Bolt, I can still survive with Dramoka's command. If he has a Dash Ragavan, I'm in trouble. Assume he doesn't, though. He would have used it by now. Unless he just top decks it. Fortunately, I need something, a 2-mana spell. Creature. Okay, well now I'm like really screwed. 2 creatures I can't block. Just in time. Well, that's frustrating. You know, basically had to top deck my way out of it. Did not really top deck anything useful. Um, so again, I could have maybe bolted the Grief on his turn, but he ended up just furying and not playing anything that turn anyway, so it wouldn't have made. I would have saved 4 damage, so I'd be potentially at 5 right now, and I could. Nothing would make a difference. I needed to draw like a 2-drop creature so that I could play it and then like kill one of these, or a bolt or a binding or something like that. But okay, so that's gonna be a match loss. It's just how the scam matchup goes. Basically, if they have the stuff, hard to stop them. Okay, I'm back for round 3. This is a no-lander, so we're gonna have to mulligan that. This is fine. Might just put back the Forest Plains, or the Temple Garden. Not really that useful here, and we'll probably just jam a Triumph turn 1. Hammer? Affinity? They have Path to Exile? What the hell would they have shocked in? That for Spell Pierce, maybe? Probably Spell Pierce. Well, your Spell Pierce isn't going to do much. Unless they're main decking Path to Exile, and I'm just like, then they're blowing my mind. We'll play 1 Kabu. Next turn, look, if we draw another land, we can go Scion with Stubby D or Binding Up. We don't, then I'll see what my opponent plays. If they play some more creatures, then I kind of want to be able to swing through these chumps. So I might play Scion. Yeah, so they're just Hammer. Still in confused. Blacksmith skill, I guess. I think I just take this. Race is on. They can't have double hammer. I'll just bind it. And they tap out. Land would be great. Okay, it is land. My life total does matter here. But I think we can just play Scion. Hold up. You have to decide if I hold up Stubby D or Binding. Could bind the Mem Knight. That way they would have to have a second creature to equip the hand. They'd have to have some. Yeah, I think I like binding the Mem Knight. I think I like the rest of my hand. I could loot away a Kabu. Try to get another removal spell. I don't know. I feel bad looting away a Kabu. Maybe that wasn't a smart move though. think I'll just bind now because of Blacksmith skill. And I'll take the Mem Knight. And just hope they don't have another creature in time. I guess the Inkmoth Nexus doesn't matter. They could have an Ornithop. It doesn't matter either. I could actually go second Kavu here. Can I? No, I don't have double red. Never mind. Never mind. Play Scion. Play Binding. See if we can hold on. I'm playing around, I think they have Blacksmith skill or Spell Pierce or something. Based on how they shocked in. They could have a 0-drop and another hammer. But I have Scion to block if I have to. Okay, that doesn't scare me. Okay, that also doesn't scare me. Okay, I guess they're just dead. Well, they're not dead yet, but could loot away something here. Try to find a burn spell. Loot away a Kavu maybe. No, loot away Nikotl. Yeah, I guess I'll loot away Nikotl. I have to keep up blue mana for SWD anyway, so. Okay. I guess it'd be bad if he had, maybe he'll try to sneak a victory by. We'll see. Maybe playing playing a second flyer would have made more sense. I don't know. I think this is fine. He has like Ginger Brute. Okay. He didn't have it. He could have had like Ginger Brute and second hammer, but then I could have stubbed the second hammer. Okay, so Remand isn't very good against hammer because they're so cheap. Prismatic Ending is good. And then Hidetsugu, of course. And then Dramoka's Command and Wear Tear because of Urza Saga and Cigar's Aid and all that crap. What do we trim? Okay, we're going to trim on our 1-drops because of Hidetsugu. Also going to trim on Tribal Flames. I guess we don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess we don't have to trim anything else. We're good now. So we got some 1-drops still in. We've got our Prismatic Ending, Hidetsugu's, Wear Tears, and then Dramoka's Command. So I think I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think this is a keepable hand. I've only got 4 colors, not 5, but I do have a threat. I do have Bolt, and I can cast all these cards. So I think I keep this. This is fine. If I draw another fetch land, I'm in really good shape. No blue, but I don't have any blue spells right now, so. Okay, shocks in again. Memnite, Cigar's Aid, okay. 0-drop creature. No. Okay. One's pretty easy. Good Prismatic Ending, the Cigar's Aid. Doesn't really get me anywhere, though. I think I need to play a threat, but we'll see how fast they go off here. Okay. Now it looks like I might need to. Okay, so I guess they don't have Hammer yet, or they could have it, and now they have Ginger Brute in play, but I guess they would have played it if they had Hammer. Okay, well, good Prismatic Ending, the Cigar's Aid. Not really putting any pressure on, but I'm going to do that. Really wish this was Breeding Pool. It just looks like they're setting up for like Hammer, so obviously if they have a second aid and Hammer in hand, then I die, but they already have Nexus on board, already have Ginger Brute. I could wait on it, but I think I'm just going to use Prismatic Ending now. not the fastest start. I'm definitely playing more defensively this game, but hopefully they don't have like another Scar's Aid or something like that. Yeah, they shocked in, so that's a bad sign. Okay. Swing in with his cheap creatures. Temple Garden's good. I don't have 5 types though. I still don't have blue mana. So I think we just shock in Temple Garden, play a Brawler, keep up Bindings, or keep up Bolt. Yep. Now I can kill his Inkmoth Nexus if he tries to do the same thing again. Or his Ginger Brute for that matter. Okay. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. If he tries to equip. Okay. Give me some blue mana. That's some blue mana. Okay, do I need to play it untapped? I think I do, because I want to double spell here. I want to play a threat, hold up stub, and find the Nettle Cyst. Okay. Get in for 5. At 11, do I want to play a Brawler or Scion here? I think I'll just go Scion. It's close. I'll go another Brawler. I like the Trample. I don't know what he could get that could block it. I'm not too worried about it, though. Now I have Stubby D up. So I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good position here. Okay. Don't think that's going to be relevant. He must have a hammer in hand or something like that. You just can't play it. Maybe not. Okay. And he's going to still attempt to race. He's going to go to 1 next turn. Okay. Do I even need to play that? I guess I'll kill Ginger Brute, kill a Springleaf Drum. We'll go to 1. Next turn, you can make a Saga token. Do I care about a Saga token? I'm trying to think if I actually need to do this. I just don't know what he could have that could... No matter what he has, I still going to have stub up, so I'm just going to do this, actually. Oh, I actually can't hold up... hold on, can I? I guess I can't hold up stub, so we're just going to go Scion here. I think stub is more important than Hidetsugu. Definitely close, though. But I think this is fine. Okay, pretty easy win against Hammertime. I'll see you guys back for round 4. Okay, I'm back for match 4. This time I will be on the draw, I believe. Yeah, I'm on the draw. This is fine. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little awkward. I'll probably just play Temple Garden turn 1. Basic Mountain, probably Prowess. Almost certainly Prowess. I think I just want to kill his DRC. It enables too much of his deck. Okay. Sorry, my mouse is having issues. I do have to shock to do it, but I just don't want him to start being able to surveil. I think this is better. Could do it in his upkeep. I'm just going to do it now. I don't want him to get a surveil trigger. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I wanted that. Saves me a life point. Come on. So he'll be able to start going wide, which isn't great. I could also try to kill his third path Iconoclast, but that doesn't really apply any pressure. But hey, why not? We're going to try to slow this game down. I actually like that better because I just don't want him to start going off. Maybe this is too conservative. I haven't applied any pressure yet. I've just killed his first 2 threats. But we'll see. Next turn I can play Nikotl. Okay, he's got another threat in hand, of course. Yield through this turn. If he's got like light up the stage or expressive iteration. I guess he would have done iteration first. He could have light up the stage. Okay. Or just bolt. Okay, that's a good draw. I'm just gonna play basic planes here because my life total matters. Finally got a threat on board. Of course, I would love to see some of my 2-drop threats, but you know, what can you do? I probably just trade with Swift Spear, even though you could have like 2 spells or something. I just don't want to let any more damage through. Or you can just bolt me. Okay, I'll probably just, I guess, stub the iteration or something if he has it. If he goes iteration or something like that. They just sit on another land. Okay, I'd love some action. That's some action. And let's go. Brawler. We want to get a black source. So we have basic plains, so we'll go Wooded Foothills. That way next turn I can fetch a go Flood of Strand for a forest. Or sorry, for a plains. Save some life total. End of turn, I'll just grab a Overgrown Tomb or a Triome. Here I probably just block Swift Spear regardless again. If he's got another bolt, then I'll stub it. Fourth Mountain. Doesn't have anything. Must have just 2 lands in hand, or I don't know what he just drew. Could have drawn another bolt, Lava Dart, something like that. I feel like he would have tried to use it though. So we need the Overgrown Tomb. I think we'll keep the Triomes in case I want to cycle them. No. Okay. Love a removal spell for that Swift Spear. Or another land. Yeah, another land's great. Okay, so we can grab Gigantha. The problem, like, I'm worried if I attack here. I think I have to pressure his life total, but like if I attack here, he could just kill me next turn potentially. But I think I have to apply some pressure. I'm not sure. This could be a punt. We'll see. I do still have stub up. Okay, now we'll grab Gigantha to hand. Grab our trusty companion. Tap 1, 2, 3. And then we'll just play Heath, I guess. And then in turn, we can grab another Triumph or something. If there is an end of turn. So I think I just stubbed this Morphos. I'm just going to bank on him not having anything in hand. Don't want to give him a card draw. Obviously, he could have another burn spell in hand, but I don't think he has anything. Probably swinging for 2. So I just die now. Okay. I'm still not dead yet. Go to 2. I'll go to 1, die of Lava Dart, but I need to play this Gigantha. Maybe I should have, in hindsight, I should have played Temple Garden last turn tapped. I didn't think of that. I could have stayed at 2, wouldn't die to Lava Dart. I died to 2 Lava Darts, so I guess it doesn't make a difference. Okay, let's just get another mountain in plains. Okay, we're at 1 life. Can we hang on? Ragavan's interesting. Problem with Ragavan being that I can't really cast him. I mean, I can swing for 7 and hope to top deck a bolt, but then if I don't get it, then I die. So, of course, if he gets a Lava Dart, I die anyway. But I think we just have to cast Gigantha here and then hope that he can't top deck a burn spell. We're not in great shape. Yeah, I would have been at 2, which would have been slightly better. But I guess either way, I'm dead to Lava Dart because he can just flash it back. I think we just play our Gigantha. Wish I had like another cheaper spell besides Ragavan because could have dashed Ragavan there too, but I couldn't shock in another land, so I'd be 1 land short, right? Because I'd have 4 mana. So now we just have to hope he bricks. Okay, so he didn't brick. He top decked exactly what he needed. Good game. Annoying. Okay. I didn't really have enough pressure early. Now you could say like I used up my removal early. That slowed him down a lot. It's just that then I didn't have anything to play. I just kept drawing lands. Got like the Nicodle. Finally got the Brawler in. Or he had the removal for Nicodle. But, you know, it was a few turns in a row of drawing lands, and it just slowed me down too much. So we're going to bring in the Prismatic Ending. We're going to bring in the Hidetsugus. I'm gonna do Rest in Peace here because he's playing Breach. So there's like debate over whether to bring in Rest in Peace against this kind of deck, or do I bring in Flusterstorm? Remand's actively bad. Remand's not gonna go. I think I like Nakaddles better than Brawlers. Promokus Command's also good. Okay, I think I like this. Could still trim a Nakaddle. I guess we'll try this. There's also an argument for just going 4 Nakaddles and like 1 Ragavan because of Lava Dart. I think this is fine. Anyway, I was saying there's an argument of whether to bring in Rest in Peace, and I think if he's running Underworld Breach, then I think that tips the scale for me that he has enough graveyard synergies because he's got DRC, he's got Lava Dart, he's got Underworld Breach that I'm gonna bring in Rest in Peace. But we'll see. I'm kind of not sure about that one if it's actually smart to do that or if it's just too narrow. It does turn off a lot, but okay, this is okay. I looked at the first few cards and I was like, oh, this looks great, and then like I don't have mana to cast anything, so no. Okay, we're going to 5. Okay, this is doable. Keep. I think we put Scion back and Stubby D back. I think we need the early removal. It's hard to say. Holding Stub up's pretty strong, but I think we just have to risk it here. Of course, he could just Lava Dart my Nakata, which would be sad. Maybe I shouldn't have played a 1/1 Nakata. Okay, he's just gonna bolt it. Okay, draw the other Stubby D. So if he just has another bolt, then I'm out of threats. But again, don't really have options here. You could say I could have gone Try on turn 1. That's usually what I do against Burn. Maybe that's the better play. Wow, nice. Must be nice to always have it. But now he's trying to play more defensively. Threat? Oh, thank you. Very strong draw. Very strong draw. He could sack a mountain to Lava Dart this, which he might do. Doesn't look like it. All right, give me a creature. Mutagenic Growth, not that helpful. Okay. Well, we're not looking great. Turns out the double bolt is pretty good against Ragavan or against Nakaddle, and okay, we're gonna counter whatever this is. Iteration. Looked like an iteration. Okay, now he's playing around Stubby D. Or he's just moving Giganta to hand. What a weird. What did he keep in his hand? Just nothing. Is he just gonna Lava Dart my? He Lava Darts me. There's land. If he Lava Darts me, I'm just gonna stub it probably. Make him sack 2 mountains to do it. Oh, I guess he can't Lava Dart without it in the graveyard. Sorry, I was thinking it was just you could always sack a mountain to do it. All right, give me a spell. The problem with me Lava Darting this is it goes to his graveyard, which then it's in his graveyard, and I don't want to do that. I could grab Gigantha here, but then I have to use up all my treasures to do it. So I think I just wait. Not sure what he kept in hand. Unless he like just boarded out a lot of threats. Try to play it safe. You know, like Blood Moon or something. That'd be exciting. Okay. Do I do this now? Yes. I want to be able to cast a spell second main phase. Okay, I'm gonna stop this too. So he'll create 1 token. So maybe that wasn't the... I didn't need to bolt there. So my Ragavan can't connect, and I used up all my treasures. Maybe I should just shock there. I was trying to be cognizant of life total, but probably better to just shock and keep up more mana. I don't know if I care about Blood Moon at this point. He would have played it already. Okay. Fine with me. Theory. Oh, Gigantha. I was like, I forgot Gigantha's in this deck. Okay. I really don't know what his hand was, unless he just kept a hand that was all removal. Okay. Thank you. Do I go for the blowout here? Swing with both? He tries to chump. Well, he tries to block with both. I can bind. Or do I just take Gigantha and not care? Guess the net result's the same. I'm not going to loot away either of these cards. I will exile a type from his graveyard, I guess. Maybe the Iconoclast. Or Manamorphose or something. Or the Bolt. He does have Underworld Breach, which makes Bolt annoying. But might be smarter just to get the Iconoclast out. I guess I'll just bind the Gigantha, swing through, make him chump. I could try to go for the blowout and the double block, but I think this is better. I'm going to exile the Bolt. This is close. So on the one hand, I want to turn off Delirium. He has creature instant. On the other hand, no, I'll just get rid of the creature. On the other hand, like Underworld Breach is a concern, so he's just going to trade. So now he must have really nothing in hand. Cycling. Double Bolt. Lava Dart. Okay. Sack Mountain for Lava Dart again. So now he's got 2 Lava Darts in the graveyard. So obviously if I dash Ragavan, he'll sack another mountain. Yeah, it's not that useful. Do I just make him do it? Doesn't seem smart. We'll hold it for... I guess if he just has Underworld Breach, he could just like burn me out with Lightning Bolt. Would be bad. Literally nothing. I also have literally nothing. I don't think like dashing Ragavan just makes him sack a mountain and get one of his lava darts out of the graveyard. So I don't know if that's very smart here. Let's get one of his lava darts out of the graveyard. I think I just wait. I guess he just got flooded this game. Looks like it. Need a bigger threat. Do I get another Triumph or do I try to like play around Blood Moon? Doesn't matter that much. Let's get a Plains just in case. Okay, that's a threat. Play my forward, my Nakatl. Not going to use my Ragavan yet. I could dash again. Could suicide it in. Waiting for him to play a threat. Just play any threat. Yeah, not a threat, but he should find something off this. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I'm dead to Underworld Breach. He's got 3 bolts in the graveyard and 2 lava darts, so I guess I might be. Maybe I should have just forced him to exile one of those lava darts. Saved me 2 damage, I guess. 3 damage. No, 2 damage. So he might just be waiting to burn me out with it with Underworld Breach. That would be sad. Morphos, more cycling. Okay. I really would like Rest in Peace. Make me feel more at ease. Just gonna let this through. Okay. Your mistake, buddy. Binding is a good draw. Yeah, this is where I'm like, man, maybe I should have sided out all the Ragmans and just brought in all Mikados because I'm in this awkward situation now where I can't even play it just to get lava darted. And he really got flooded. Okay, so now am I just dead? Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to bind this in response. I'm not sure. I guess you can just keep casting bolts in response. I think I might just be dead. I mean, this is kind of what I thought he was trying to do. I don't know if I did the math right here. He did the math right. Assuming he did. Yeah, this is where, you know, it went to turn 10. I guess I should have exiled a lightning bolt earlier, but I don't think it would have made a difference. I don't think this even matters. You can just do everything in response. Maybe I should have waited for the binding until he started exiling stuff, and then I'm not sure. You could also argue I should have used my Ragavan earlier. He'd have 1 less lava dart in the graveyard. Is he out of lands? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, again. I think that's just enough to do it. What is the point of that? Is he trying to fluster me or something? Oh, he's trying to put another card in his graveyard. Oh, wow. So close. Are you kidding me? Wow. So if he didn't have the mutagenic growth, then I guess he had 1 more in the graveyard. I mean, again, you board in Rest in Peace and you don't see it over 10 turns. Just couldn't apply him enough pressure. And you lose like this with my opponent on 3 life and casting Underworld Breach. So, unfortunate. Another close loss. Man, killing me. I'd have to look at how I played it. Like, maybe I was too conservative, but again, I think I just ran out my threats. Maybe I was too aggressive. You know, I ran out my threats. He had double bolt to kill the first 2 threats. And then it was kind of top decking for a while for both of us. I had some removal. I had Kavu, who he killed, I think, with another double bolt. And then finally cast the. I'm assuming he either top decked the Underworld Breach or he's waiting to do it all in 1 turn. But again, I didn't have Rest in Peace or another Stub ED to stop it. So that's unfortunate because he was dead next turn. Okay, so now we're at 2-2 in this league. See if we can get to 3-2. Okay, game or round 5. This time I'll be on the play. Sounds good. We're gonna keep this. So we're gonna just go turn 1 Nakatl into turn 2 Kavui. That's more pressure than saving to just play Scion on turn 2. And also with Temple Garden, I can't actually get Domain with my Triomes I have. I have Zagoth and uh, Savai Triome. So I can't get 5 types, but I can get 4 types, and that's going to be enough to cast my Kavu. So here, we're just going to play our Temple Garden and play our Nakatl. Okay. Mocha's command is timely, but I guess the Dryad will come down. So I think we're just going to play out our Kavu to get another threat on board and then hold up Remand or Dramoka's command. He's going to be able to accelerate a lot, but if I can kill the Dryad, then it's not that big a deal. Fortunately, I don't have like a binding, or else I would just bind the Amulet. So we're going to get our Steam Vents here to get 4 types, make our Nakatl 3/3, and then we'll swing in. Remand's very good in this matchup, so... Oh, we actually don't have the mana for Dramoka's command. That's okay. We're just going to play our Kavu as planned, and that can always just Tribal Flames the Dryad next turn if I need to. Or I'll just hold up Remand, see what I want to do. But yeah, Remand very strong against Amulet. So now we got some pressure on board. I'm feeling okay. If I get a 3rd land, I'll be feeling a bit better, I think. Yep. So he'll do all the things. I think he'll get a Dryad. I forget how the numbers work out with a turn 1 Amulet on how fast he can go. I think a Titan turn 3 for sure. But I have Remand for that. Here's his Dryad. He has 1 more land drop, I think. There's his... So he'll get 1 more mana. Okay, so now we have some decisions to make. We could bind the Amulet. Does that stop him from getting a Titan next turn? Or we could bind the Dryad. Or we could Tribal Flames the Dryad. Which do I care more about? Like the Dryad? I mean, I guess he could start Valakutting me. Like, I think I care more about the Amulet. Because I think if I take the Amulet, he doesn't have a way to get... He can play an additional land, but it's going to come into play tapped. So he doesn't have a way to play Titan next turn unless he has another Amulet, which he would have played it last turn, I think. So I think I bind the Dryad, bind the Amulet. I could also swing with both. He might block my Nakatl. So I could also get rid of something, but all these cards are good. Maybe I get rid of Dramoka's command just because I don't have a land to cast it. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to swing it with the Nakatl. Or get rid of Scion. Okay. Well, there's the land to cast Dramoka's command. Maybe I should have just gotten rid of Dramoka's command. And so now we can double spell with binding and hold Remand up. I think I like that. I think I like double spelling, binding, and hold Remand up. I think we'll just bind now. I mean, I could obviously do it in upkeep. I don't know if it makes a difference, though. And then next turn I can kill his Dryad. He'll get it further ahead on land drop, so you can argue that I should just bind his Amulet. Sorry, kill his Dryad. But then I can't get... I think the Amulet's more important. We'll get an extra land drop, but if it doesn't come into play tapped, then I'm okay. And even worst case, if he somehow does some crazy stuff, I have Remand for the Titan. I'd like to say that save the Tribal Flames for face if I can, because I could potentially kill him if I draw another binding or another land. There's one land drop. He could Beseiju the binding, get the Amulet back, but then I'll Remand whatever he does. I guess if he was going to do that, though, he wouldn't have played that land there. Okay. So he did do that. Okay, that's fine. So I will use the ability because I will kill you next turn. What do I need? So I want to be able to cast Remoker's Command. I think any colors are fine. Go Mountain Plains. Sure. Okay. So now I don't think he has a way to cast a Titan, unless I'm wrong. He still has a second land drop to make. He's going to try to do the thing. But he should have played this second, so that he could have gotten one more mana. Could remand this, that's not so great. Then he can't search his library for a land card this turn. Sure. So now if he replays it, he can't get another untap land. I could, of course, let him go off and remand the Titan or something, but I don't think he can get a Titan now. He only has two lands left. So he could replay that, but he can't crack the map this turn. Yep, so he does that. But now he's just dead. Oh, he's really dead because I drew a lightning bolt. I didn't even see that. All right, so we're going to just go with green, white. Roger Mocha's command. Fast. So you're going to sacrifice an enchantment. And then I'll put a +1/+1 counter on my Nicottle. And I'll swing in for 9, and then I'll Tribal Flames him. Exile card here. Okay, so pretty comfortable game 1 win against Titan. For sideboarding against Amulet Titan, it's pretty straightforward. We got a lot of stuff in the sideboard for it. Of course, Remand is going to stay in because it's good in this matchup. We'll bring in the second Dramoka's command. We'll bring in our Wear Tear. And we'll bring in our Prismatic Ending. What do we want to cut? That's a harder question to answer. I will trim on Ragavans, and the reason is because a lot of times they play the Grazer or something that can just block a Ragavan. It's just like hard to get them to connect. Tribal Flames, I sometimes still like to... We'll trim on a Bolt. I still like Tribal Flames to kill Dryad if I'm desperate. Although I have a lot of other ways to kill Dryad as well. Um, we could trim on another bolt too. I think that's fine. Trim 2 bolts. I want to keep my threats in, other than Ragavan, who's just hard to connect with. But my other threats, I think I like this. You could say to trim on Tribal Flames, but I think just Bolt in this matchup isn't amazing. I mean, it's always good, but I think I'd rather have that Tribal Flames so that I can kill a Dryad if I need to on turn 2. It's a 1-lander, so we're not going to keep this. It's a 1-lander and a basic, so we're definitely not going to keep this. So we're going to go to 5. Although I do like the sideboard cards and stuff I'm seeing in here, or the cards, the main deck cards, but I can't keep that. Yeah, this is fine. So I think I might. The question is, do I bin Stubby D or Tribal Flames? We'll bin a Foothills. I have. So if I go, I have a way to kill Dryad. Stubby D is not that great though. Without a, I think I'm gonna bin Stubby D. Without a big creature, Stubby D is not as useful. I think that was the right call. So now I can do something like turn 1 Nakatl, turn 2 Dramokas if he plays a Dryad. Okay, he's got the Grazer. So then I can be in decent shape. Okay. So we're just gonna go Breeding Pool here. Assuming he's on Amulet and not like Titan Shift or something like that. Um, and that he's not playing Ren 6. But I'll be sad if he is. Kills my. But I need to go Breeding Pool here. I didn't have any indications that's what he was on. Just seemed like regular Titan. No Amulet turn 1, which is always nice to see. If he goes Dryad turn 2, then I'll be feeling pretty good. Okay. Strange. I think we're still gonna go with the plan, and I want to I will shock in here just to hold up Dramoka's command. Not sure when I'll need it, but makes sense. If he plays like a Urza Saga or something, I can do it in response to the trigger. Maybe he's gonna go turn 3 Dryad, and I can also do it. I am shocking myself, but against like a combo deck like this, uh I don't care as much. Like if they get the Titan down, they get the Titan down, then I lose. So kind of like a one and done sort of thing. Okay, Dryad. Second Grazer. Okay, he's ramping a lot. Is he just gonna try to ramp into a Titan? That'd be very annoying. Because I think next turn, let me count how next turn he'll just have enough to just hard cast a Titan, which is annoying because I don't have a plan for that. Binding. At some point he's gonna start blocking with these Grazers, I gotta imagine. I could have killed his Grazers, doesn't really get me anywhere though. I kind of want to save this if he gets a Dryad or something, but it looks like he's just trying to ramp up to Titan, which is unfortunate because I've just drawn straight lands. So can't get enough pressure on his life total. Yep. Okay, so now the question is, I think I need to hold up Dramoka's command, but like, what do I do? I guess I just do this. This is not looking good though. If he just gets a Titan in play, I can No, I can't travel. I can try to fight it and then... I don't know. Okay, tap land is good for me. Okay, so he got one more turn till Titan. Could just kill this Grazer now. And put a counter. Might not get better than that. At this point. I think he would have played any enchantments he had. I guess we'll just use it. Be able to push some more damage through. If I top deck another Tribal Flames, he'll be almost dead. But clearly he's just going to cast Titan, so I really need like a Binding or something. Scion's also fine. I don't know if I'll be able to hold on though. So he's dead next turn if he hasn't cast Titan, but I'm assuming that's what he's going to do given what he's done this game. Gonna Beseiju. Oh, I forgot about Beseiju. Okay. I will use his ability. What do I need? Another red, definitely. Maybe a blue and red. Events is fine. Again, I'll keep the Triomes in case I can cycle them. So, assuming he'll have the Titan here. He's got 6 now. I don't know what unless he just kept a hand with nothing, but I gotta imagine he kept a hand with like Grazers, and then Titan, and then I just haven't been able. It's turn 5, and he's at 13 life, so I didn't have any 2-drops to play early. Oh my god. Okay. I guess I'll just Tribal Flames that. He's really slow rolling this, so maybe I wish I'd saved the Dramoka's command, but how much land does he have? Oh, I guess he still has 6. What is he doing? He gonna try to race me right now? Okay. Good luck. I am confused. So he doesn't have any cards in hand. So he literally just kept a hand that was like, he must have just top deck dried recently. So that was all Grazers. Is there any chance he blocks my... No, there's no way he blocks. Okay, Kabu's good. Like I need to kill his Dryad, but we'll see if he tries to block. I want him to get extra land drops or be able to play a Valakut. I just have to kill this now. Although it pains me to do it because I'd rather save it for face. But I'm just not letting this guy live. I'll save this land in hand so I can loot away next turn. I don't need any more lands. He's not dead next turn, unfortunately. But maybe he just drew something useful. Top deck to Titan. Oh, okay. Takenuma. So he's going to recast his Dryad. And then try to attack me again. I just don't have mana for it, I don't think. Oh, he has a Colossus in the graveyard. Okay. That's what he's going to do then. Not bad. I guess he doesn't have enough mana for it, though. No, he did do the Colossus. Is he going to try to hold on for 1 turn? I guess so. So I'm looking for a burn spell. Any burn spell will do it. That won't do it. Okay, well, we'll loot away the land. Maybe we get a Bolt or a Tribal Flames. Or a Binding, really anything. Brawlers. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so we'll go. Okay, we'll try to hang on here. I forget the exact text on Cultivated Colossus or like how big this thing will be, or if I'm just dead as soon as he plays it. I thought there's like some combo with like getting infinite lands in play, or like milling through your deck or something. I haven't lost to it in a while. Usually it's just the typical like Titan sort of path. I am confused about my opponent's hand. Like he must just kept hand with no payoffs. Yeah, so we'll play 6/6. He doesn't have a land in hand. I don't know what his last card is. Right, this isn't an enchantment. No, it's just a plant beast. Yeah, is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay. So not the best result in today's league. Only a 3-2. Change that in the scoreboard right now. Only a 3-2. So not great. Like obviously I'm usually shooting for 5-0s or 4-1s. Although I think our losses were all pretty close. I mean, they were kind of like losses against Scam when they had the Scam both wins, and then the loss against Prowess, which was just a very close game, and it's always a very close game that a lot of times comes down to top decking. So I think the list felt fine. I don't know. I like the prismatic ending. It was useful in the matchups I had it, so I think I like that in that last flex slot. Um, but hopefully you got something out of this gameplay video. If you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.